heritage. Thank you for your time with us. Thank you for coming.
Thank you very much, Justin. My pleasure.
Thank you. Well, this is Diplomatic Ties, and we have been talking about preservation of cultural heritage. And my guest has been Mr. Casey Haddock, the Director of Programs, SAYAC in California. He is also an archaeologist. This is where the program ends. I thank you so much for watching. My name is Justin Bemi, and bye for now.
Skill, hard work, and dedication are some of the values that are required to excel in any field of endeavor. These qualities are evident in the members of the footwear producing cluster of Area 1 Shopping Center, Garki, in the FCT. The cluster churns out a variety of footwear, particularly leather palm slippers of all shapes, sizes, and colors. It also provides repair services for footwear.
We have been here for long. Since this market was built, we are here because what I can say that this market was built because of we shoemaker. The business is okay, the business is fine. We are very happy with this kind of business we are doing.
These products testify to the fact that made in Nigeria goods are unique and durable.
When you ask somebody to buy our product, you will say this is our handmade Nigeria product. All this, in anywhere you take this, you will sell it. In anywhere you wear this, somebody know that you wear a palm slippers. It will be good quality, good sole. We did it very well. Can see it here. People are coming themselves to come and buy from us. Come and request for their choice. Our leather is the best in the world. Our Nigerian leather is the best in the world. We have Nigerian leather. We have leather. Because we know it. When you see the foreign leather, you will see the difference than our Nigerian leather. So even if you produce a pants with a foreign leather, and then you produce palm with a Nigerian leather, the person who will buy foreign leather will come back and look for another ones. The ones you did in Nigerian leather, you will sell long and it's with the quality.
And all that. So I think if we patronize them, it will be better and they'll feel more encouraged.
With the prevailing situation of too many people pursuing a limited number of white-collar jobs, those engaged in any form of entrepreneurial activity or craft should be encouraged, supported, and provided with an enabling environment to thrive.
Hey Hey, beautiful. Your eyes, your smile are all begging me to take you home tonight. Now reading page 3. Experience unlimited superfast internet access from Intel 4G. Intel. Live more.
24 hours a day, 7 days a week. You can watch NTA International live on your TV, computer, iPad, tablet and phone. Log on to visiontv.co.uk and click on Entertainment, then NTAI. You can also download the iOS or Android app on your mobile devices to watch NTA International on the go, anywhere in the world. NTA International. Your window to the world.
Welcome to Africa, the land of ancient civilization.
Hello there, it's another weekend file on the NTA and we are live in Abuja. Nigeria has a long history of census takings spanning over a century. The first census in Nigeria dates back to 1866, but the actual national population census was in 1962 and progressively in 2006, Nigeria conducted the first population and housing census. Now, 16 years after the 2006 exercise, another national population and housing census is on the stream. The National Population Commission embarked upon a trial census in stages June this year. The exercise will be concluded on July 13. The trial census will only be conducted in selected areas. One local government area will be fully covered in one local government area in one state in each of the 6 geopolitical zones, and one supervisory area in 3 local government areas in each of the 3 senatorial districts in the remaining 30 states and the Federal Capital Territory. A total of 7,718 enumeration areas have been selected for the trial census to test run suitability and readiness for the actual census come 2023. So tonight we'll look at trial census, issues and gaps. We have updates from zones and our guest is Nasir Issa Kwara, Executive Chairman, National Population Commission. I am Kene Ima Abodike. First, the news. Let's start with Information and Culture Minister Lai Mohammed, who says the federal government has given approval for the reform initiative for the Advertising Practitioners Council of Nigeria, APCON. The minister announced this at the 49th Annual General Meeting of the Association of Advertising Agencies of Nigeria in Lagos. Details of that report will come soon. President of the African Development Bank Group, Dr. Akiwumi Adesina, has given strong assurance to U.S. investors that Africa is a secure, competitive and profitable market for investment. Adesina was speaking at the U.S.-Africa Business Summit in Marrakech, where he told American investors to see Africa as a logical investment destination and to engage with the continent in win-win partnerships. Justin Ebemuni reports.
Africa is ready. The U.S. is ready. Let us turn conversations into commitments. Let us turn commitments into investments.
More than 400 business and government representatives hinged discussions on building stronger U.S. and Africa trade, investment and commercial ties as the U.S. Corporate Council on Africa partnered with Morocco to organize the summit under the theme Building Forward Together. The event presented an opportunity for the African Development Bank's head to bear his mind that despite the disruptions of the COVID-19 pandemic and its impact on economies, the number of private equity deals in Africa increased from 230 in 2019 to 255 by 2020.
Africa, ladies and gentlemen, therefore offers a very profitable investment destination. Savvy investors know.
The AFDB president invited American businesses to invest in the opportunities created by the African Development Bank Group's $1.5 billion African Emergency Food Production Facility, designed to ease the impact of the current global food crisis worsened by Russia's invasion of Ukraine. Justin Bemuni, NTA News.
The World Health Organization, WHO, has declared monkeypox a public health emergency of international concern. The WHO's director, Tedros Adhanom Ghebreyesus, announced this Saturday during a press conference. Tedros indicated that the current risk of monkeypox is moderate globally and in all regions except in the European region where the risk is high. WHO chief said that although he was declaring a public health emergency of international concern, for the moment, the monkeypox outbreak is concentrated among men who have sex with men, especially those with multiple sexual partners.
Although I'm declaring a public health emergency of international concern, for the moment, this is an outbreak that's concentrated among men who have sex with men, especially those with multiple sexual partners. That means that this is an outbreak that can be stopped with the right strategies in the right groups.
Monkeypox is an outbreak that has spread around the world rapidly, and currently there are more than 16,000 reported cases from 75 countries and territories and 5 deaths. Turning now to aviation, where the airline operators of Nigeria says air passengers, especially consumers of air transport service in the country, should expect major disruptions in scheduled flight operations, including cancellation and unnecessary delays across all airports in the country. In a statement signed by the agency's spokesman, Professor Obiora Okonkwo, the association said the development is due to the foreseen but unintended consequences of aviation fuel scarcity in the country, which operators have been battling hard to manage. The statement therefore appealed to the public to show understanding and bear with airlines as efforts are ongoing to address the development and restore normal flight operations. Now, the federal government has reiterated commitments towards developing a robust and harmonized national identification system for national development. The pledge was made when a delegation of the Nigeria Digital Identification for Development Project visited the office of the Secretary to the Government of the Federation. Metare Ben reports.
More than 13 public institutions independently provide various forms of identification services which are yet to be harmonized. But most Nigerians want a national database that would properly aggregate and keep accurate data of citizens. The World Bank's Digital Identification for Development project supports 49 countries, including Nigeria, with counterpart funding toward achieving digital identification and civil registration ecosystems. The Nigerian office is working with NIMC and the National Population Commission to digitize and harmonize all civil registrations in the country,
including digitizing the registration of births and deaths, capacity building, and a review of their legal and institutional frameworks. We appeal to the SGF to please help to open doors of all relevant public institutions for the project. This introduction will not only strengthen the project stakeholders' engagement, but will induce high-level buy-in on the project and its goals.
The delegation is assured of the federal government's support towards the realization of the project.
We cannot use the identification cards beyond the immediate domains of where they were created. But Nigeria needs to go beyond this. When you hold a national ID, you should be able to use it across board.
A unified national identification system is expected to help mitigate insecurity, enhance ease of doing business, as well as access to social services. In Abuja, Mitaire Ikben, NTA News.
Let's talk security now, as Kaduna State Police Command says 8 personnel have foiled kidnap attempts and rescued 8 victims along Kaduna-Birnin-Gwari Road. 3 vehicles conveying passengers were forcefully stopped by kidnappers in an attempt to kidnap the victims. The commander also confirmed that some of the kidnappers escaped with various degree of bullet wounds. A statement by the command spokesperson, DSP Muhammad Jalige, said troops on patrol along Buruku village and acting on credible intelligence led to dislodging the bandits. The Cross River State Police Command has rescued a student abducted from the campus of Untitled Chapter University in Abuja local government area of Cross River State. The State Commissioner for Police, Aminu Al-Hassan, disclosed this in an interview with NTA News crew in Calabar. Justina Etim reports.
Incidents of kidnapping had for about a year now been checked in Cross River State until the 19th of July 2022, when news broke out that kidnappers invaded Abuja University in Akpabuyo local government area, abducting a student while inflicting injuries on another who escaped being kidnapped. The student has been rescued as the police raided a creek where the abducted student was kept while 2 kidnappers were captured.
We proceeded to go from all the surrounding villages and the surrounding areas. And mark you, that Akpabio is by the sea. We have a lot of creeks around the area. But luckily enough, we have started getting some information which led us to arrest 1-2 persons.
The police commissioner, who says the student is healthy and responding to treatment, urged the public to avail the police of useful information that will lead to the raid of criminal hideouts to ensure a secured environment. In Calabar, Justina Etam, NTA News.
Niger State Police Command has arrested a suspected serial killer and notorious kidnap kingpin at Kontagora area of the state. The suspect was reportedly arrested based on credible intelligence from a reliable source. Hussein Musa completes the report.
The suspect, Bashir Abdullahi, aged 40, met his Waterloo while planning to recruit armed men to perpetrate his usual nefarious activities. Though claimed to be a retailer of farm inputs and machinery, he was allegedly caught in the act while arranging to kidnap his former local government council chairman and the father of a former commissioner in the state.
I was owing my business partners about 60 million naira and do not have the means to pay them back. This was what pushed me into committing the crime that brought me here.
Further investigations by the police revealed that the suspect murdered his younger brother in March this year after alleging that the deceased swindled him of the sum of 79 million naira and informed their family members that the brother was killed by bandits in a neighboring community.
His brother claimed that the business partners have come to collect the money, so he felt suspicious, and at the end of the day, he used a stick available within the area to hit his brother, which resulted in his death.
In another development, police tactical team also rescued 5 people unhurt out of the 9 abducted by bandits in Serkin Power, Munya local government area of the state. However, still on the trail of the hoodlums to rescue the remaining victims. Emena Hussaina Musa, NTA News.
In the meantime, the Joint Task Force Operations Delta Safe has been commended for its efforts in the fight against crude oil theft, pipeline vandalism and illegal oil refining in its area of operation. Ambassadors of the European Union on a fact-finding mission to ascertain the progress in the oil and gas sector to meet global standards and demand gave the commendation. Ebenimi Zitimiola reports.
There are indications that the European Union may turn to Nigeria and other oil and gas producing countries for supply amidst moves to place an embargo on Russia's oil. To optimize the nation's production capacity and boost business partners' confidence, the Nigerian government, among other challenges, is tackling issues of infrastructure, low investment, crude oil theft, pipeline vandalism, and illegal refining.
Mechanically, we're destroying these items with all these machines because they are very fast in constructing distance. So if you really want to succeed, you have to be faster than them. You have to work ahead of them. And that is why the introduction of this equipment, so that we'll be on top of the situation, so that we'll be ahead of them.
Some of this is going into international markets, which is clearly a problem. And we'll be discussing with the Nigerian authorities to find the best and the most appropriate response to tackle the problem.
We are here with our development partners to see how much work is going on, how we can also be of assistance and support to this endeavor so that ultimately we can restore sanity in this environment.
The development partners express assurances of deepening on bilateral relations. Ebinimi Zitimiola, NTA News.
Now to politics, where the All Progressives Congress, APC, in the South-East Zone is strategizing to present a formidable front that will result in victory for the party across board in the forthcoming general elections. This informed the meeting of stakeholders from the zone in Owerri, the Imo State capital. Beatrice Anyam brings us details.
Southeast APC stakeholders are here in Owerri, the Imo State capital, to deliberate on how best to move the zone forward and ensure the party takes the lead in the zone come 2023 general elections. Governor Hope Uzodinma, while addressing the stakeholders on the need to develop a roadmap towards the realization of the plan of the party, reiterates his determination to ensure peace is restored in the zone before the elections.
Some of us have been elected to manage the party. It is a call to service. We expect that you do your best, and your best can only be assessed by the results. We cannot use all the time at this point in time. We will look for people who will be able to deliver.
The APC National Vice Chairman Southeast, Dr. Ijoma Arodiogu, while enumerating the achievements of the APC-led government in the country, expresses gratitude that the party's presidential ticket came to the South with an experienced candidate who is ready to deliver good governance.
We are not looking for a situation where we will have to go and beg state governors to give us 25%. No, we are prepared to win election in the booths. We must take this power by force. We must take this power whether we like it or not. And the only way we can do that is to look at the body language of the government. Everybody wants APC to win Abia State. We must work as one united family.
The stakeholders meeting, which was interactive, attracted members of APC from the 5 Southeast states. In Owerri, Beatrice Anyam, NTA.
Northwest Zone of the ruling All Progressives Congress has endorsed Muslim ticket with firm commitment to ensure the emergence of the party's presidential candidate Ahmed Bola Tinubu as the next president. The party presented its position to dispel claims that some governors and members are against the choice of Senator Kashim Shettima as presidential running mate. Umar Ajingi reports that the Zonal Publicity Secretary of the party, Musa Meilafi Amada, made the party's position known at a media briefing in Kaduna.
While interacting with a group of journalists in Kaduna to clear the air on the position of the region concerning a number of issues affecting the party, including the recent development of the choice of Kashim Shettima as the running mate of the presidential candidate Bola Ahmed Tinubu, the Zonal Publicity Secretary said APC remains one indivisible and united party with the capacity and strength to win the forthcoming general elections irrespective of who is selected as the running mate. He said the decision of the party's presidential candidate is agreed by all stakeholders in the Northwest Zone.
And the governors made their position known. We at the party level, we work with the party no matter who matters. The party is what we put first. Anything else will be secondary.
The Northwest APC stakeholders also commended the ongoing effort by the party's national chairman Abdullahi Adamu to reconcile aggrieved members in some states by engaging and consulting critical stakeholders, as this the party's spokesperson said will enhance unity and cohesion, which will guarantee victory in the next election. In Kaduna, Umar Ajingi, NTA News.
Now, Rivers State Governor Yesem Ezenwo-Wike has disclosed that he will soon speak on recent happenings in the People's Democratic Party, the PDP. The governor, in a statement by his special assistant media, Calvin Ebiri, said it has become pertinent for him to speak and reveal to all Nigerians all that has transpired in the PDP since the emergence of former Vice President Alhaji Atiku Abubakar as the presidential candidate of the party. On Atiku, I will speak soon, and Nigerians will know the actual truth of all that has transpired in the PDP in recent times, Wike adds. President Muhammadu Buhari rejoices with Chairman of All Progressives Congress APC, Senator Abdullahi Adamu, on his 76th birthday, joining all organs and members of the party to celebrate the political leader. In a statement by the presidential advisor on media, Femi Adesina, President Buhari commends the vision and courage of the former governor of Nasarawa State since his foray into politics in 1977, working hard with others to sustain democracy and good governance in the country. He also extols the APC national chairman for repositioning the APC and prays for God's blessings and strength for the Sadikin Yakin Kefi and Are Obateru of the Souls, Ife. You're watching Weekend File on the NTA. Time for commercial break. Do stay with us.
Do you show a wanton disregard to road traffic safety while driving? Are you completely unaware of the consequences of such action, which is capable of taking your life and the lives of others? Let me seize this opportunity to enjoin the motoring public to show some value for human lives. There's no need for waste. Better to be late than to be delayed. Avoid dangerous driving.
We are the dynamic global energy company of choice, steering the course of Nigeria's biggest export industry. With years of commitment, delivering greater value and improving lives, NNPC is transformed to better meet your everyday energy needs and retain the position as the largest contributor to the Nigerian economy, generating clean, sustainable energy with integrity, excellence, and creating value for all stakeholders. We are NNPC Water.
Energy for today, energy for tomorrow, energy for tomorrow. Come on, let's go.
Music is fuel that fires up our souls. Today, African music has a dominant place on the world map. This massive music movement creating waves across the globe.
I have seen the evolution and the growth of this industry.
But every movement starts with a story. And the best place to start any story is at the very beginning.
It's harmonious energy that can only have come from Africa.
The National Broadcasting Commission has observed with concern the misuse of the airwaves to propagate incendiary materials by different groups in some broadcasting stations in recent times. While appreciating the need for educating, informing, and enlightening the public on issues bordering on our national development, the Commission wishes to seize this opportunity to advise broadcasters to be circumspect in the handling of news and current affairs programs by exhibiting the necessary professionalism. Consequently, the Commission implores broadcasters to advise guests and/or analysts on their platforms not to polarize the citizenry with divisive rhetorics in driving home their points. Ensure that every news and current affairs program conforms with the provision of the Nigeria Broadcasting Code. Take take their social responsibility requirements seriously. Therefore, the Commission reminds broadcasters to be guided by the provisions of the Nigeria Broadcasting Code, especially the underlisted sections 5.3.3b. The broadcasters shall, in using political materials for news and current affairs programs, avoid hate speech, inflammatory, derogatory, and divisive remarks or allusions. 5.4.1f. The broadcaster shall not transmit divisive material that may threaten or compromise the indivisibility and indissolubility of Nigeria as a sovereign state. 5.5.6. The broadcaster shall have a delay mechanism to guard against possible undesirable content. Please note that every broadcast station is responsible for the content it transmits and shall be held liable for any content in violation of the Nigeria Broadcasting Code. Be advised. Signed, Malam Balarebe Shehu Ilela, Director General, Announcer.
Thanks for staying with us. As part of efforts to ensure credible and accurate census in Nigeria, the National Population Commission has begun in earnest the various steps towards a successful 2023 National Population and Housing Census. Oluseyi Adabo reports that the latest is the trial census scheduled to last till 30th of July 2022 across the 36 states of Nigeria and the Federal Capital Territory.
Providing reliable data of Nigerians through a credible census requires meticulous execution of processes like logistics arrangement and management, questionnaire design and analysis, among others, which invariably necessitates the trial census. Trial census or census dress rehearsal is one of the activities like remuneration area demarcation (EAD), pre-text census first and second that predate the real exercise.
It's like finding out where challenges could come from and we're addressing them right away before the main activity. That's what trial census is.
The NPC has engaged more than 14,000 field functionaries for the 2022 trial census that will perform the tasks of building numbering and household listing, validation of remuneration areas, remuneration of persons, and mop-up remuneration. President Muhammadu Buhari, state governors, and other leaders have also been actively involved in the exercise.
And I can tell you, 2022 population and housing census, you will count and you will be counted.
Sticking to its pledge of making the 2023 census fully digitized and in line with United Nations principles and recommendations, the National Population Commission has been using its pre-census exercises to confirm methodologies with inauguration of various feedback mechanisms such as a call center, census dashboard, and mobile device management system.
This dashboard is available in the 36 states and the Federal Capital Territory. It's the live data of the trial census, where we are seeing progress on the enumeration dashboard real time.
And they're doing everything in their power to make sure that we have a transparent and credible census of international standard with a high integrity.
The National Population Commission has insisted that delivering on its mandate of conducting a credible 2023 National Population and Housing Census is not negotiable. In Abuja, Oluseyi Adabo, NTA News.
A census is an exercise conducted every 10 years as recommended by the United Nations. However, in Nigeria, it was last carried out 16 years ago. And to have a seamless headcount come 2023, there was a trial census. How this exercise went in Lagos, Adeola Komiakere will now tell us.
It is not uncommon to witness hostility when strangers are seen lurking around one's vicinity. This notable behavior of most Nigerians is largely due to the level of insecurity, and this almost made it impossible for the trial census to be successful in selected areas in Lagos until the National Population Commission adorned a different thinking cap to ensure they have a seamless exercise.
eléyìí tá a fẹ́ ṣe òun ló máa fa ìdí ẹ̀ tí ìjọba tó jẹ́ pé tí wọ́n bá fẹ́ plan fún budget wọ́n á plan ẹ̀ dáadáa.
And that cap was well fitted. The people, noticing some of their traditional rulers and local government heads with officials of the commission, made them loosen up.
The National Population Commission, they don't come around. They won't come do enumeration. Make you go your house, when they come to you, say you dey live again on me. Make you no travel because you want make them thank you for your village.
At Ibejuleki, for instance, residents who were a bit suspicious loosened up. The situation was, however, a lot better in Nigerian Felodun local government area. This move by the federal government to have accurate data of its population, some respondents say, will be possible if certain things are put in place.
We need to make sure that the citizens are surely counted and adequate and correct figures again. First of all, let's look for people that are patriotic, and then the government should pay them well.
Chairmen are interested. They've given us a very wonderful welcome because they are the ones that can explain to the CDAs while we also explain to them, and the CDAs will explain to the people they are living on the same street with, and then everybody will explain to his neighbor.
What can be adduced for this census apathy?
First time we came here to assess this area, very difficult. The road is bad.
The federal government is projecting 2023 for the next headcounts, and it behoves on Nigerians to support this quest to enable government provide needed infrastructure for its citizenry to better their lives. In Lagos, Adeola Komiakere, NTA News.
And joining us in the studio now is the chairman of National Population Commission, Nasir Isakwara. You're welcome to Weekend File.
Thank you very much.
You have taken some time out to visit some of these local government areas where the exercise is ongoing. What are your assessments so far?
Well, thank you very much. The assessment has been quite good. There are so many lessons to learn. Being a digital census, the commission started with the e-recruitment. We created a portal where we were able to recruit the required number of staff to carry out the exercise. And with the collaboration with NIMS here and the use of NIM number, we're able to validate those people that are working for us, that they're genuinely those that we actually brought up. And the e-recruitment assisted in fast-tracking the entire process, the transparency, promoted transparency, and then it was seamless. It didn't take so much time for us to do the process. And those that we recruited were able to upload their credentials.
Those are ad hoc staff.
Ad hoc staff.
Okay.
Upload their credentials, and we are able to verify that they are actually the caliber of people that we need to hire to handle this sensitive assignment. And the payment, after teaching them, we trained them for a number of days, and we're able to pay them seamlessly instead of using manual or table payment. It was electronically done, and we paid them effectively. Now we're done with the training. We've done the building listing, as well as building numbering and then household listing, which took about 3 days. Then we did the validation for 2 days of the EAs that we have. And right now, our staff are in the field doing the person's enumeration. That's counting people, not just counting, but taking, asking questions, taking statistics, and keying them into the handheld device. And it has gone on smoothly. We have not had challenges. They are able to, whatever data they are able to generate, they are able to upload into our server at the headquarters. But the challenge, there are a few challenges. One, we realize that in the main census, we have to give more time for training. Recruit in time, train and retrain so that they will perfect.
So like how long are you looking at?
We trained them for 12 days, but I think the main census we have to give up to either 3 weeks or 4 weeks to train them.
Basically a month.
A month.
But the trial census right now is spanning almost over a month.
It is, but there are stages. Yeah, like I said, the training was 12 days. Then we did the building numbering and the household listing in 3 days. Then we had the validation 2 days. Then we are going to the staff are already in the field now. They are going to do that for 5 days. After the person's enumeration for 5 days, we will do also mopping up. Also takes 5 days. That takes about exactly 30 days.
All right. Now, tell us about the criteria that went into selection of the enumeration areas for the trial census.
Okay. First and foremost, we picked, we divided the country into geopolitical zones that we already have. And out of each of these geopolitical zones, we picked one state, and in that state we picked one local government. Trying to test some parameters that we want to test. The local government in the southwest, we picked from Ogun State, and that's Emeko Ofo. In the southeast, we picked Idemili South local government. Idemili
okay.
South local government. In south, we went to Bielsa, and we picked Brass.
Yeah.
Coming to North Central, we picked Nassau State, and we picked Karu. Then in Northeast, we picked Tongo in Adamawa State, and in Northwest, we picked Daura in Katsina State. Daura has urban and rural settings, and it's a border local government close to Niger. Coming to Ameko Ofon, it's a hard to reach area in Ogun State, so we want to test the movement of people and logistics there. Then
ahead of next year's actual census.
Yes.
All right. Let's talk some more after our break. Of course, you're watching Weekend File on the NTA, and we're discussing the trial census challenges and issues. Do stay with us.
Times 10. Get a Glow SIM today and enjoy 1,000 Naira sign-on bonus for voice and data. All new and existing Glow subscribers also get 10 times the value of their every recharge, plus up to double their data recharge as bonus. All Glow subscribers also get up to free 20,000 Naira bonus for voice and data.
We are the dynamic global energy company of choice, steering the course of Nigeria's biggest export industry. With years of commitment, delivering greater value and improving lives, NNPC is transformed to better meet your everyday energy needs and retain the position as the largest contributor to the Nigerian economy, generating clean, sustainable energy with integrity, excellence, and creating value for all stakeholders. We are NNPC Water.
Come on, let's go.
collected times 10. Get a Glow SIM today and enjoy 1,000 Naira sign-on bonus for voice and data. All new and existing Glow subscribers also get 10 times the value of their every recharge, plus up to double their data recharge as bonus. All Glow subscribers also get up to free 20,000 Naira bonus for voice and data.
Have your PVC ready. Conduct yourselves orderly. Join the queue. Cast your vote secretly. Thumbprint correctly. Do not waste your vote. Do not sell your vote. Secure your future. If you sell your vote, you have sold good roads, electricity, water, education, good health care, etc. Be part of nation building. Cast your vote for honest candidates. Shun electoral violence. You could lose your life for nothing, for nothing, for nothing. This message is from the National Orientation Agency.
You're welcome back. A total of 99 selected enumerators and local government supervisors are driving the trial census currently ongoing in 9 council areas of Enugu State. The exercise, which is a prelude to the 2023 General Housing and Population Census by the National Population Commission, MPC, will culminate on July 30. Mena Okobasi reports.
The exercise, which is an opportunity for the Commission to test all aspects of census operations, from planning to implementation, logistics, field work operations, data processing, and the likes, is detailed and comprehensively done to ensure a seamless outing during the main census.
It's been difficult, very, very difficult for the past 16 years. You can't have any reliable data to work on. And you know, in planning, if you don't have verifiable data or accurate data, it's like somebody's grouping in darkness.
Respondents, however, lend their voices to possible issues and challenges which should be considered and checked. Traditional and religious leaders have this to say concerning the ongoing trial census.
First thing to do, as in the whole world now, this is a digital society, digitize census so that nobody comes twice. So we get to know who is who. Don't just come and begin to go to the house. How many are you in this compound? We are 7, but 10 went to 2 is in London, 3 is in Osogbo, and then you say, okay, so in total you are 19. Okay, 19. That is no census. That is a case that's outdated.
To ensure a success of the exercise in Enugu State, the Commission has been embarking on advocacy visits to local government and other relevant stakeholders. In Enugu,
We'd like to apologize for the poor audio quality in that report. Now, the ongoing trial census in Brass local government area in Bayelsa State is receiving the desired cooperation and support from the people and their leaders. Aya Prezi, who was on Brass Island to monitor the exercise, has the situation report.
This local government area is a reflection of the predominantly riverine topography of Bayelsa State. Expectedly, the peculiar riverine terrain of Brass and the settlement pattern of the people, who are predominantly fishermen and women, present accessibility and communication as major issues in the ongoing trial census in the area.
The community and the entire people are always cooperative with the workers. We hope to get the best out of this before the final census.
Series of meetings that took place of enlightenment, because we have to make them to know the value of census.
We're going to leave on as early as 5 o'clock, 4 o'clock to come back late where they will not be met at home. That's what the challenge we have.
I just came this morning and I gave them my details and everything.
This now one bold step when they say the government
they take.
Officials of the National Population Commission Bayelsa State are not leaving any stone unturned in their effort to ensure success of their mandate.
All Bayelsans should be prepared to own this process, because we have said in our slogan that you count as a human being in this state. So we should all make sure that we perform our civic responsibilities to be counted.
80% of our work must be done beyond brass, and they have to come up with that psych that they must use both if they must achieve total coverage.
External monitors have underscored the need for government to leverage on the data from the exercise.
First of all, there should be special logistics arrangement for this terrain, and even the timing. They may not run the same time with the other people, so the downtime is more here, equal.
NTA News gathered that Bayelsa State government is also making necessary contributions towards the success of the trial census in the state. In Yenagoa, Aya, Brazil, NTA News.
The ongoing trial census in Daura is recording appreciable success with full support from the public and other stakeholders. Sani Basiru reports that Daura Emirate has engaged all world heads and religious leaders towards enlightening the public on the importance of the exercise.
492 enumeration areas, 984 enumerators, in addition to 97 supervisors are deployed for the conduct of the ongoing trial census in Daura local government area. The exercise, a 55-year-old Mustapha Lawal of Kanyal Badala in Daura town, is optimistic that government has taken the right step towards providing better policies and programs for the benefit of Nigerians.
When you know exact people of your people, you will make a proper plan for health, education, food security, and what have you.
This direction, Daura Emirate deemed it necessary to give maximum support towards enlightening the public on the importance of the exercise. Chairman Daura Emirate Committee on Trial Census, Abba Yahya Baure, says the Emirate has directed religious leaders and world heads to enlighten the public on the importance of the exercise.
We have involved our traditional rulers, the Mayungwas, who are going to be guides, because they know the in and out of every household.
A visit to different enumeration areas by NTA News observed that enumerators and supervisors are busy on the national assignment.
We don't have any issue. There is no any problem.
I'm satisfied with the progress. I'm satisfied with the job being done here in Daura local government.
With the federal government updating its data on its population, more policies and programs aimed at improving the well-being of Nigerians will have the desired effects. From Daura, Sani Basiru, NTA News.
We're still here with the Chairman, National Population Commission, Nasir Issa Wara. Let's talk about 2023 census itself, which is the actual one. Now, it is an election year, yes, as you know. So, how would it affect the exercise?
Okay, thank you very much. I think we've planned the census program in such a way that it doesn't clash with the elections and electioneering. And in doing that, our timeline, we create in such a way that we allow election to take place. After results are announced, then we can step in okay, and do our enumeration. We are well prepared and ready. As soon as the elections are over, we can step in. By so doing, we are insulating the census process and outcome from any political interference.
It's been 16 years since the last census in Nigeria, and then we are wondering what purpose would the outcome of this trial exercise serve?
Okay, the purpose of this trial census is to test the processes, right from planning to the implementation. All the stages is what we've been testing in the trial census. We want to, for instance, test the logistics arrangement. We want to test the methodology that we're using, which is the CAPI, that's the use of computer. We We want to test the deployment of the map that was created during the Enumeration area demarcation. We want to test so many things. The publicity, whether it's even enough or not, we will need to, embark on more publicity, because we adopted a multi-dimensional approach to publicity, different stages, the use of TV and radio, the use of jingles, the use of community-based town hall meetings, use of traditional rulers and religious leaders. So those are all stages that we have to employ to make sure we get people informed so they can cooperate with us. When our enumerators get to them and ask them questions, they'll be prepared and be ready to give them the answers we need, so that we can get the data that the country needs to plan very well for national development.
Tell us about the call center.
Yes, we have a situation room where activities in the field are reported. We are able to track all the things that happen in the field. The call center, enables us to, engage public as well as our staff. You can call anytime, not really, even though I say anytime, but it's actually from 8 to 8.
And
8
it's
in the morning. Yes.
Very efficient.
Very, very efficient.
Yeah, and people are making use of that.
Making use of the call center.
Okay.
Then we have a mobile data management device that we have in place. We'll be able to, it's a dashboard. You are able to see the performance of every local government, every state, every local government. You're able to see it. And that is, we just launched it yesterday.
Okay.
And it's very, very, very useful to us. So the situation room that contains the call center, the mobile data device, as well as the board, the monitoring board.
Yeah.
It enables us to ensure efficiency. Okay. Any problem arising or occurring, we're able to track it and solve it there and then. So that's it's helping in the monitoring of the process of trial census.
Well, it's a very huge task. Huge task for the National Population Commission, considering the fact that it's been a long time. The nation held the census since 2006.
Sure.
Good luck to you and your team.
Thank you very much.
We wish you good luck.
Thank you.
And thanks for coming on the program tonight.
Thank you.
All right, we'll be speaking with Nasiri Issa Okwara, the Chairman, National Population Commission, and we'll be talking about the trial census issues and gaps. It's time for one more break on Weekend File.
The ever-busy ancient city of Onitsha is a commercial hub with millions of commuters seamlessly linking other states daily for business, leisure, and other purposes. To upscale its road network, the construction of a 1.6-kilometer long second Niger bridge, including a 10.3-kilometer highway furnished with other infrastructure, has been in motion by the federal government. This project will ease congestion on the existing 56-year-old Onitsha bridge and boost the economic capacity of the state as it easily connects to other parts of the country. The completion of the world-class second Niger bridge Onitsha will be one of the many proud moments of the state, its people, Nigerians, and foreign investors. Onitsha, which hosts the largest market in Africa, is geared up to boast of an impressive road network. Once again, these moments are made alive by the federal government, and it is deserving of all the applause.
Nigeria's Tobi Amuson set new African record in athletics. For days and more, over to Olumide Eguntola on Sports Update.
We begin with the ongoing World Athletics Championship in Oregon, United States. Nigeria's Tobi Amuson set a new African record in 100 meters women's hurdle in a time return of 12.40 seconds in heat 3 at the championship. Also, Nigeria's female team finished third to qualify for the final of the 4x100 meters event while the team's male counterparts were eliminated. Meanwhile, America's Michael Norma runs a time of 44.29 seconds to win the men's 400 meters gold. Same for Sydney McLaughlin of the United States that broke a world record to win gold in the women's 400 meters hurdles final with a new world record of 50.68 seconds. In football, the Super Sand Eagles of Nigeria have qualified for the 2022 Beach Soccer African Cup of Nations following the withdrawal of their opponent Libya from this weekend qualifier. From Asaba, Calvin Ugboche reports that over 200 undergraduates from different tertiary institutions in Delta State are undergoing training on athletics electronics timing device at the State College of Education.
Sport is becoming more technological than before. So we need to equip these children for them to be aware of the modern tools being used in officiating sport meet.
The essence of the training is to keep them up to speed on athletics event measurement and timing for accurate results in line with international best practice. With sports update, Olumide Guntola, NTA News.
And let's check the weather for Sunday.
NIMET workstation recorded ample amount of rainfall over most places in the country in the last 24 hours, mostly over the northern region, with Gombe recorded 30.2 millimeter of rainfall, 8.1 over Ilorin, 16.7 over Zamfara, 60.2 over Lokoja. The highest is Makodi, 76 millimeter of rainfall, 66.1 over Sokoto, 27.2 over Zaria, while Abakaleke recorded 26.5 millimeter of rainfall. With continuous northward pull of intertropical discontinuity attaining 20 degrees north of the equator, widespread weather activities are expected over the northern region, the high grounds of the central state, and isolated rains over Edo, Ondo, Enugu, Cross River, Rivers, and Akwa Ibom state throughout the forecast period. I remain Suleiman Gurin. Up next is temperature forecast across some selected cities, and thank you for watching.
And that concludes NTA Weekend File tonight. We'd like to thank you indeed for watching, and please do remember to offer your own support to the fight against rape and rapists in the society. I am Kene Ima Abodike. Enjoy the rest of your weekend and good night.
Hours a day, 7 days a week. You can watch NTA International live on your TV, computer, iPad, tablet and phone. Log on visiontv.co.uk and click on Entertainment, then NTAI. You can also download the iOS or Android app on your mobile devices to watch NTA International on the go, anywhere in the world. NTA International, your window to the world.
To every politician, as the campaigns gain momentum and passions begin to rise, remember, the errors of your opponents do not make you a success. Do not run down your opponent and inflame passions to violence between and among your supporters. What counts is what you plan to do for the electorate and how you intend to relieve the sufferings and bring succor. Nigeria is in dire need of patriotic leaders at all levels, leaders who will make national development their priority. Concentrate on telling the electorate what you intend to do when you get into office. Focus on making your vision clear to the electorate. Don't engage in verbal abuses, fake news or speeches. Keep dealing with issues that will bring progress. You win the hearts and minds of the people by being above board, by being civil, patriotic, and showing empathy. Let's